And then I
Um,
cannot believe like Lala is questioning her. She's like, why wouldn't you move out? But you are paying, right? It's like, you're not a lawyer. Are you paying Randall
I
child
mean,
support? Like, what are you doing? Of course, like she shouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, no, you would go batshit if someone questioned you about the legality of how you're handling your custody and with your ex. Like, stop. Like, you're not a
yeah.
lawyer. If she decides she's not paying, you're now defending the pockets of Sandoval? What?
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm five?
Send it to Daryl.
Well, off topic, the Lala thing. Like, let's contrast the situations, right? Because um, both Lala was Lala married to Randall?
No, no, no. Engaged.
Okay, okay. So both Lala and Ariana girlfriends. Both of them girlfriends.
Yeah.
Both of
Legally.
them being forced out of their home because Sandoval is being hostile and Randall was very, very hostile. I'm not saying
Very.
that he wasn't or downplaying what Randall said or, Lala's
He
situation in
is.
any
Yeah.
way, but let's like level, right? Both girlfriends, both undergoing a hostile situation with a home. I think Lala is very upset that one, Ariana paid for the home, is on the title,
Yeah.
and is legally owed part of that home. And Lala had to walk away with nothing minus the money that she had to pay Randall because she decided to have him as a partner in her podcast.
Oh,
So she
yeah.
had to keep paying him a salary for that podcast. So Lala walked away with less than nothing, if you look at it that way. She didn't take any of Randall's money, plus she was the one that had to pay him. And now I don't know where their legal proceedings are, but Randall doesn't want the child on film, and that is potentially harming Lala's earning power because you have other Bravo celebrities that do have their children on camera, and I don't know what the valley is gonna be about, but I think it is gonna be about like family
Yeah,
life.
because it's supposed to be the
Yeah.
holistic life experience.
Well, and I do believe that at some point people were speculating that she was gonna be on it. And I don't know if it's because she was at the party or whatever. But in terms of like her possible screen time, if she's a single mother with a child and she can't be on screen when the kid's around, that does affect like your earning power. So you have Lala, who is maybe a little bit jealous that she's not in the same position
A
Ariana is,
lot.
and has spoken out about how people didn't treat her as well and how she didn't get what Ariana is getting. And I think the amount of times that she's brought it up, because um, I don't really go out of my way to follow her. I don't avoid her, but the amount of times I've seen her in different platforms saying how unfair it is that she's not getting as much as Ariana just tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
I think she's just very jealous and she wants her to be on her same level, right? Like she wants everyone to be down here. And also, you have to consider that Ariana has been on the show longer. So based on how Bravo is paying their cast,
Mm.
Ariana gets paid more. But Lala has brought up a lot more drama and
Yes.
has driven, I believe, has driven more storylines than Ariana.
A
So I
hundred
do think,
percent. Yes.
I do think there's that jealousy of injustice of like, hey, I'm the drama, and she's the one getting paid more
Yes.
potentially.
And that's an excellent point because not only has she brought so many more storylines throughout the years, but she is right about what a terrible experience being with Randall was. And like, I can only imagine how like victimized she was at the end, scared, like run away the way she did, like one day, just like really quick with her stuff and like the whole thing. And like, I agree that like no one made enough of a fuss about it, where like a lot of people were still hanging out with Randall and he's like, oh, just like the allegations are like very damning. But the way she's handling it loses me completely.
Well,
Loses
I
me.
I agree in that like she deserves sympathy, right?
But she's
And
also
Randall is a terrible person. I do believe her home situation was hostile. And I don't believe that she should have fought for the home. I do think she made the right call and just left because she has a child,
like,
whereas Ariana doesn't. And Ariana pointed that out, like, you have a child. That said, one, I don't know about Ariana because I haven't seen her. Oh, actually, I have seen her act, and she is funny because she was in a couple of college humor skits, and I do I do really like her on those. But I haven't seen a full thing of her acting. Lala, for a fact, cannot act, and I haven't seen Lala perform or dance. But I've seen Ariana dance, and she can definitely dance, and she's maybe more charismatic than Lala. And part of the opportunities is like, well, part of the opportunities is like, yes, both of these things happened, but based on personalities and talent, maybe some opportunities open more for someone than others, or maybe it's just that one has a better publicist than the other, and knows how to network better and manage their opportunities better.
and maybe just maybe someone's brand is more digestible to the current audience.
Oh yeah, but outside the scandal, like before the scandal, I think if I've never been a big fan of Lala, whereas I have been a fan of Ariana. So even if without the scandal, I would rather watch Ariana than Lala. That's where I'm thinking is like, I absolutely believe that what Lala went through was much worse, and my heart goes out to her for that situation. But it doesn't mean I want to see her in Dancing with the Stars.
I do.
Actually, I do too.
I
But
do.
not
You
over
know you
Ariana.
do, yeah.
Not over Ariana. Not over Ariana.
No, that's the
That's what I'm
point.
saying.
That's the point. Not
They
over
have different brands, they
Ariana.
have different styles, and they're going to appeal to different people.
No,
And
but
it's just not the same. You can't interchange these two women because personalities
no,
and talents are
you
wholly
can't.
different.
But you just hit the nail on the head. It's like, but not over Ariana, which is like, but you're like, wait, I kind of do want to see her.
Yeah,
Like,
like, I'm
yes,
more for the
she
drama,
would
but
benefit and profit so much from leaning into being a girl's girl. And she's like leaning away from it because I think she thinks it's like gonna warrant sympathy, like, or maybe she's jealous. I don't know where the fuck she's coming from,
I
but
think,
she's like really leaning away from something that could have brought her the opportunities she's jealous about. Like truly,
well,
I do want to see
yeah.
her on Dancing with the Stars. And if she had like leaned into being a girl's girl and being like part of the Katie crew and not called Rachel and all of these things, like there people right now would be liking her as much as we were liking her when she said send it to Daryl. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I
So
think
like
yeah, I think she needs to, and for me, I think she needs to lean into who she genuinely is. I
yeah,
don't care what side she goes into, but she's kind of being very hypocritical of like, I don't like her because she doesn't deserve this, is basically what she's saying. And really, she should just be like, I don't like this because I want to be the winning girl. I want to be the pick me girl. Because she very much makes herself seem like she's a girl's girl, but she really is a pick me girl, just like Sheena. And I'd be fine with her just being the villain that way. I think that would be very refreshing and entertaining to watch. And I truly believe that's who she is. So
she could be the next villain and she would be a much better villain than Rachel. That's what I'm gonna call her.
yeah,
Rachel. Okay.
and she could
Because
be very much
she's smart, she's hilarious, she can be hilarious.
unapologetic as well.
Or I've always thought she's freaking drop dead gorgeous. I know it's not your cup of tea, but she's my cup of tea.
No, I think she's gorgeous, but I don't think her plastic surgeon is doing her any favors.
Yeah, but
I'm not
luckily it's
against
not
plastic
plastic.
surgery,
Luckily I think it's just fillers, so it's like she can taper off. But
but fillers also over time mess up with the elasticity of your skin and can like make it saggy.
Yeah, but that's not happening right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like some of the work she's done on herself, but I do think that I think it's too much too fast. But
But she, anyway, regardless, she's my point is she's gorgeous, she's so smart, she's so funny. She would be such a good villain. And you're right, just lean into that. Like, you don't want to be Team Ariana, don't, but like be very for real about it. And like
yeah,
the reasons and everything. And I'd be like, yeah, like I'm telling you right now, it's like, yeah, you did deserve more sympathy. And yeah, this, yeah, that, like, so just like lean into that. Like,
it's also it disturbs me a little bit, or it just angers me a little bit that she's invoking mental health instead of her own jealousy, because she's like, for her mental health she should leave and like just
oh,
be
yeah.
done with it. It's not doing her mental health any favors. I don't remember her exact quote, but she did quote like mental health, and I'm like, you're just jealous. You're just very jealous. You're a very jealous girl.
You know what we're saying she should do is, I know you disagree and you don't like the person I'm about to speak about, but I'm a huge fan. That is how Stassi did it. She leaned into the she's like, season 1, she said, I am the devil.
I'm the devil,
And
and don't you
don't you
forget it.
forget it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Lala needs to take a page from Stassi season 1.
and maybe if she branded herself better, she would also get a lot more opportunities.
Yeah, I think she would.
Because I think her brand is a little murky right now, and maybe that's also why she's not succeeding the way that she wants to succeed.
Yeah, it's because like her fans were like, no, yeah, we're with you here. And then she goes, and we were like, it's like, oh, and she's like jerking. It's like,
Yeah, you just need to be better branded. You need to be very steadfast on what
you're like
who
on
you
it.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but back
Consistency.
to yeah.
Boom, roasted.
Like,
subscribe.
I went on to this season, and when things didn't make sense, I asked questions and was essentially looked at like someone who doesn't support women anymore, someone who's jealous.
Someone who's jealous.
Boom, roasted.